Hello and welcome to the Daily Sniper, the number one options Discord in the world. Today, I am going to be going over the trades we ended up taking on Friday and Monday, as well as preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices. Let's get into it. So let me just touch on what we did on Friday. We ended up getting 575 puts towards the absolute high of the day. We knew if we ended up holding above 575, SPY was going to rocket all the way to 579. As soon as we started seeing some weakness, guys, we ended up dropping, came back up. I ended up getting 575 puts and brought these deep in the money as well. The next trade I ended up getting into was the biggest trade of the day. I'm going to show you a timestamp right here. This is a Friday, and I told the entire Discord, if we hold above 568, calls to 571 to potentially 575 because it was an empty pocket. And approximately at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, I ended up getting 570 calls, 0 days till expiry. So that was that, right? We had confirmation. We knew if we ended up holding above this gap that we had to fill around the 568 level, we knew it was a bullish potential bounce level. And as soon as we saw the confirmation, the break in the retest, we ended up bringing 568 calls deep. I got 570 calls and brought those deep in the money. What did we end up doing today? Well, the range that we were opening at, I didn't really like it, right? So we, in the pre-market live stream this morning, we ended up having some big levels, right? We knew if we ended up holding 568, the same thing that we did on Friday, it was an empty pocket to 571 to potentially 575. As soon as we came up, I was watching the 1 minute time frame. I was just trading this as a quick overreaction trade. Ended up getting puts at the exact high of the day, sold the move, and I told the Discord, small accounts, cash accounts, it's okay if you didn't hit that trade because that was a quick snipe. The best level for puts is if you see a rejection of 568. As soon as we broke under 568, came back up, we ended up getting 568 puts right here and brought those deep in the freaking money. The last trade ended up getting into was we had a gap to fill, right? I told the entire Discord today, everyone was well prepared that if we lost 565, right? The Friday's lows, if we turned into a resistance like we did right here, it's an empty pocket to fill one of the last gaps on SPY at 557.82. As soon as we ended up coming down to this, we retested it. I ended up bringing I ended up getting calls right here, okay? I got 559 calls, and I just sold the move. Of course, you always sell the move, and that was today. So we absolutely crushed it. Now, I want you guys to take a look at the daily time frame right now. This is what I was telling the entire Discord, and this is what I was showing everyone, and I'm going to show you guys too. So, this red line that you see right here, this is the 200 EMA, okay? So if you're watching the 200 EMA, look where we ended up bouncing at, right? This is where we ended up bouncing at on Friday. Now, if you scroll out and look left, you're going to see every time we come close to this level, we're bouncing, right? Every time we come towards the 200 EMA, we're doing multi-dollar drops. In the bearish case scenario, we're going to end up being here for a couple days, create a resistance, and drop. We knew that if SPY were to fill the gap at 557.80s, okay, and we ended up closing above 560, it is a potential bottom. This level right now is a potential bottom. So before trying to bottom tick SPY and start YOLOing calls, we're just going to wait for some confirmation. What's the best confirmation, right? 568. If you see a bullish 30-minute time frame, support on the micro time frames, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, at the 568 level, calls are going to explode. I told the Discord today, I'll show you right now. Wherever it was. Okay. Watching 5-6. No, where was it? Yeah, right here. I told everyone, SPY has dropped 60 points. This is when you buy the fear. F what the news says. This is a massive market correction. Okay? Massive market correction. It's not every day you see the S&P 500 dump like this without even seeing a relief bounce at all. Okay? So, is this a stock market crash? No. This is a market correction, and we filled one of the last gaps to fill on SPY to the lower level of the current range we are trading at. This is the best opportunity to be buying stocks, right? The fear and greed index, you see extreme fear. We are buying the fear. After we get this big of a drop, we fill the bottom gap on SPY. Best level, best level. What is my game plan? Holding above 568, I'm shorting the hell out of the VIX. Okay, I am also going to be buying 1 to 2 month out calls. I'm going to go a little out the money, probably the 580 level. But my bread and butter is going to be shorting the hell out of the VIX. So what's the confirmation to start getting bullish? And I'm going to show you right now the best confirmation. Let me just clean up my chart for 1 second and add our levels back. Okay, so I'm going to click the 30-minute time frame just to show you. This is where we zoom out. If we hold 568, this is where we go. Okay, so look at the empty pocket that we're currently trading in. We bounced off of the gap. It is an empty pocket all the way to 565 within time. This is where SPY is headed to. The next level we're heading to is 565. If we start seeing a strong support here, I may even dabble in buying 565 puts. But this is a level we could reject like we did today with big downside potential. Once we hold the previous support above 565, SPY is going straight to 568, right? 3 points up, and then we're going up another 3 points, and then we're going up another 4 points. And we're going to be using these levels for VIX puts and for SPY call options. So it's likely that we come to retest the 557 levels. We may not. This could be the bottom, guys. I'm telling you right now, this is when you stop being bullish after we had a beautiful gap close reversal on the higher time frames. Okay, so as of right now, in my opinion, the bottom is close to being in. I don't see too much downside potential. So anywhere above the 560 level, I am looking to go long. I am going to start dip buying stocks. The first stocks I'm going to buy, I have a watch list I can't pull up right now. I'm going to be buying Tesla. Okay. The next stock I was going to buy, I'm waiting for MSTR to short again. To be honest, I want it around the 300 level, and crypto should be getting a decent pump very soon. And we got the VIX to keep an eye on as well. And tomorrow's video, I'm going to give you my full game plan. But let's just wait for the confirmation, okay? We had a gap close reversal. This is the strategy that I teach. This is the reason why I went long towards the end of the day, and it printed beautifully, right? We know that gaps are magnets. Every gap is filling on SPY. Every freaking gap is filling, and we just filled one of the lowest gaps that we have. SPY dropped over 60 freaking points. 60 points. We are due for a bottom, okay? The market is going to try to validate this bottom if we don't just start exploding. You're going to see the dip being bought very, very soon. I'm telling you. History shows us extreme fear, we buy the dip, right? And the fact that what's making me super bullish is that we filled the last gap on SPY. So the levels to be watching, if we come back down to the 557 level and we start seeing a support, I'm going to end up getting calls to 560. If we hold 560 as support, I'm going 565 calls and bringing these 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 points in the money. This is what I want. I want 560. I want to see another bounce off here, or if we don't get that, I want to see a strong supply area, a strong demand zone at the 560 level. Strong support, and I'm buying calls. I'm going safe calls. Remember, when you're trading a macro level, you don't want to be buying micro contracts. These setups are not going to be made for 0 days till expiry and futures trading. I'm just letting you know. So if you have a little bit of extra capital, you're going to be wanting to buy yourself time. The more capital you have is the less risk you have to take, and the more time you could buy yourself. Okay, so 560 support, we're going to 565. 565 support, we're going to 568. 568, we're going straight to 571. I'm no longer bearish. I am bullish. I'm going against the trend because I know the bottom is in right now, or we're approaching the bottom. So that is it, guys. If you'd like to be a part of the #1 options Discord, the Daily Sniper, the link is in the bio. We have a 20% off deal happening right now. And use code LEARN to save. And that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.